Flying in at 4th place, a truly unique aircraft that could go where no other had been before and revolutionized low-level bombing.
The British de Havilland Mosquito B.XVI. Manufacturer, de Havilland Aircraft Company. Power plant, 2 Rolls-Royce Merlin 1,290 horsepower liquid-cooled engines. Top speed, 408 miles per hour. Payload, 4,000 pounds. Armament, none. Range, 1,870 miles.
Nicknamed the Termite's Dream or the Wooden Wonder, the de Havilland Mosquito was the most versatile aircraft to see action during World War II. As a bomber, it was also the fastest. Designed and built at the start of the 1939-45 conflict, it was constructed of the most unusual of materials, wood.
At a time when aluminum is needed by other aircraft manufacturers, at a time when steel is needed by shipbuilders and tank builders, the Mosquito comes along, and what do you want to make that? All we need is some plywood. Plywood? That's great. We got lots of plywood, and you're able to make a very effective aircraft out of a material that nobody else is demanding.
From the moment it went into service, the Mosquito's wooden construction made it a surefire winner. Because there was very little metal, it was almost undetectable to radar, and because of its lightness, could carry loads of up to 4,000 pounds. With a top speed of over 400 miles per hour, it didn't need any defensive armament, as it was faster than any enemy fighter. The Mosquito seemed to have it all. With the ability to fly from 10 feet to 37,000 feet, this aircraft could literally take the fight to the enemy's door and was on everybody's favorite list.
I believe it is probably the most important British aircraft, irrespective of the Spitfire and the Lancaster. I like the idea of a fast, effective aeroplane carrying the same bomb load as the B-17 to Berlin, but unarmed. An aircraft that could be a fighter, that could do weather reconnaissance, that could go on shipping strikes. An aircraft that's casualty rate was about half that of the heavy bombers. It was an aircraft that could fly below radar, could fly at 10 feet. We're talking of airplanes coming home with vegetation attached to the wheels and delivering a strike that could do things like break walls down in prisons. Now this is an aircraft of immense capability, of innovative design.
In its fighter-bomber version, the Mosquito became a terrifying war machine against the German forces in Normandy, shooting and bombing anything that moved.
German ground forces in the immediate post-D-Day period feared more than anything fighter bombers. German night fighters did not fear the very powerful in the daytime equipment that the US and Royal Air Forces had. But at night you feared this piece of wood that could come flying out of nowhere and take you apart.
In all, 7,781 Mosquitoes were built in almost 50 different variants. And during World War II, there was not one theater of British operations it did not see action in. In fact, the Mosquito was so good that it remained in continuous service for 14 years. Its unrivaled ability to take the fight to the enemy at any altitude earns the Mosquito a solid fear factor rating, as does its service length. Its innovative rating is off the scale, and its payload and defensive armament ratings put it firmly in the number 4 slot of our top 10 best bombers.